How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street reports. If we do not address these challenges on ebeonadi FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Well, government, that's what I want.
Obi ga-ebido
Okay.
going on
Yes.
nna nye gị kịta
No need. Can
no, don't worry. Kịta gị do emesi so mbe ebe 6
You can use it.
10.5 FM has food in your face. On your Masli ebeonadi corner, 24/7, 24/7. I am not required to do this. Say my name to define my journalist to the call, a broadcaster if you will. I am Martin, the film director. I am Martin, the producer.
Thanks.
Secretly call me metal or mobile TV, but call me metal. For no me as the lyrical killer, people could call me Papoa. Whenever I look at the sky from here, I think the most high was good.
Yes, so yes. It's about time, that sense make that time when we make a lot of sense. It's about time. It's going down. It's happening. Then, as Hurricane Ian runs through Florida, with heavy storm, I come to you this evening with the storm of a program. Nearborn at the 103.5 FM. If I call one in a hot coast, now, really, Makane man if I call a born ade because here on that door, you hot out that call anytime on a me, that's how it is. Good evening and welcome to another wonderful spirit and knowledge field edition of Street Report on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. It's about to go down. Really? I am Martin. If I am Shuku, AKZ as Anambra, and them I call Metal. We are here to make sense of it all. Anywhere, we are here to make sense of it all that is in the news. We are here to give you that service of ombudsmanship, bringing the government and the people together in one boat, Sort of really. Anyway, in other words, what I'm trying to say is that it's about to get hot in here. It's about to get so dope in here. You're about to feel, you're about to experience that knowledge field. You're about to witness ombudsmanship of the highest order. Here to cause, it is for you, it is also for me, it is for our society entirely. And of course, this social change for everybody to feel a willing. So whenever we talk about ombudsmanship, if I know who na na choy go, you have to go ogwa na the in between the people and the government and the people they govern. You have to go hey ogwa kai believe ta. So the social change we cause here is for more, it is for you too, yo. I wanted to say you one, but game one, you know. Now, as Hurricane Ian, you know, ravages Florida of US of A of America, you know that go ahead. The flood there is already shocking. You know, a lot of area right now is affected. And we can also relate with that because we know of flood activities in our area. But before I start telling you about the flooding activities in this part of the world, you know, I really. Stay here. Let me just really, you know. Program be open for you to sponsor anytime, any day. Your tago mana gegoronti. Aina Shiataze will break it down to what we are here to discuss today.
My brother, my sister, the reason why most people they go naked on social media platforms like TikTok and Facebook to attract audience is because they lack media skills in this age. Professional media skills such as camera operation, film editing are needed for everyday life, and it gives you an edge of effective marketing. Baboa Productions presents to you the opportunity to be trained in the areas of film editing, film production, coverage, online promotion. This skill acquisition program is designed to empower students who want more income to enable them through schools. Businessmen and women, anyone who wants to open streams of income to enroll, call 080-391-67049 or you pick up your forms at ebeonadi 103.5 FM, European Hotel, opposite Communicate Voice. Oka 24 Road, Ogidi, Anambra State. Registration ends on the 30th of September 2022. Baboa Productions. Be empowered.
You not just sit down, they look all them yama gems. Carry you and your family they do play. They cause disease and infection them up and down. Oh now, we supposed to protect ourselves and we surroundings against them yama gems. Now you be wise, habits where they make isogenicide. Come produce digital pine fresh antiseptic where they start by all them yama gems. One time, one them come up for your skin and house. Office, school, hospital, hotel, church, restaurant them, and all their services. Pata. Go carry better make sense, fine fresh sense. Put am for house, make my pikin for breathe wella. Digital fine fresh antiseptic dey very for your skin, but come be consuming fire for all dem. Dey very effective and e no dey tear pocket, e no cost. You go fit get am buy for pharmacy, supermarket and all other shop dem. If you wan follow body carry am enter market, make you green 0703 924 6169. Digital fine fresh antiseptic for better protection against germs dem.
That's right. Aya anashiatagokwa n'ebe ọ na-adị, n'ebe ọ na-adọ, ebe ọ da aka akọ. And you remember that this is Street Report on Ebon the 103.5 FM, and I remember Martin Ifan Shuku, the first, the one them I call Metal. And before Mbunyebegu Cheni FM Dalu today, Makia, I know who do Maka flood, Yota, around us. Kede Kosi de Willie, and when don't affect, even here in Anambra State already, we need to talk about it. Kaimago Kosa de Willie. Before Batazene fight the Yuku. But first things first, like flood sacked a lot of people in what's it called in Asaba. We saw some, you know, some those who are staying closer to the river, you know. So residents of Abuta Lane, you know, all this area, they saw that particular flood I'm talking about. Basically, the ones on the bank of the river, you know, residents of this area, they saw exactly what I'm talking about now. And it is said that flood has wreaked havoc in 65 of 73 communities in the Ndokwa East local government area of Delta State. Already, Delta governments have holding areas, you know, where they, you know, entertain, or I won't say entertain, where they keep you accommodate people, you know, displaced by this flood in the first place. Anambra. National Emergency Management Agency, he gave out warnings, you know, to states that are prone to, you know, flooding, and Anambra State is one of them. So we'll talk about it. As at August, you know, they started giving the warning. They said that the flood we are experiencing now in the country comes from the rain, you know, the constant rain, and then that it disappears almost immediately, you know. But there's this other one that they are expecting this overflow, the ones where dam and some rivers will open and then it will become something else. All these predictions is coming from Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET in short. I remember vividly that the National Emergency Management Agency advised farmers and residents of flood-prone areas, you know, to evacuate, to harvest. Like the farmers should harvest their farm produce on time before it gets to them. You know, they gave that advice at first, at the time. But the question is, this thing is expected annually. Like every year we get to see this. Is there no way we can fix this before it start happening like this? You know, and then like, is there no way we can like prevent it for next year, that somehow we know already and there shouldn't be evacuation anymore because we know that it's going to happen really? You ought to go. That's what the question is. NIMET and NAMA are like NEMA now in the sense of National Emergency Management Agency. You know, they pointed out some areas, the areas where that is flood prone, the local government areas that it's flood prone. And it is Ayamelum, Oka North, Anambra East, Anambra West, Onisha North, Onisha South, Obaru, and Ihia. That's the way they pointed it out. Now, meanwhile, no fewer than 13 communities in the Obaru local government area of Anambra State have been wrecked by flood. You know, the perennial disaster, it was gathered, has also displaced over 300 families, while businesses and farmers had lost their produce to the menace. Also affected in these areas are schools, churches, markets, and farmlands, a situation that has forced residents of the communities to relocate. The worst hit communities are Ogwibere, Akali, Ogidi, Atani, Osamala, and Omozo, among others. And get it clear, the question remains that since these things are happening, annually, we know that every year it is going to go down. Is there no way we can fix it that next year we will have to tell this story again? So when it gets to the point where you and I will have that interaction, you call and tell me what flood is doing in your area or what you know about this flood issue in the first place. Meanwhile, our bone of contention today is transportation unions that has to do with transportation. Anambra State, really. Even in Lagos too. And then, if time permits, we are going to also look at the caretaker committee, the caretaker issue, or the caretaker chairmanship of marketplaces. We're also going to take a look at that one too. But we are also going to take a look at the fact that can a tricycle operator survive in a time like this one, this particular time now,